You are the advocate. You are the person that has expertise in your life. Let's make sure your voice is heard. GCDD has a history of advocating around disability community issues. GCDD makes sure that the disability voice is front and center.
I love advocacy days. I'm biased because back when I previously worked for GCDD, I started advocacy days. I had that pleasure. I wanted to start advocacy days at the time to have more focused events that really focused on particular issues, large groups of advocates, but not in the thousands, and that gave us a way for advocates to directly connect with their legislators, because that is such an important part of the process. Democracy does not work well without citizen involvement at every level.
So advocacy days are one of the opportunities that we have as advocates in the disability community to really come out and impact our state legislator. During the legislative session, GCDD, Georgia Council on Developmental Disabilities, holds advocacy days to really help people with disabilities come out and speak with one voice and make sure the disability community's voice is being heard in the state capitol.
And that'll be on the 4th floor, okay, of the state capitol. And that'll be his room number, the 14. Yes, ma'am.
It all starts off by, knowing who your representative is. I would always start there. Because then you know who you're advocating towards. That representative impacts the place where you live, where you work, where you play, where you worship, all those different things. And so, you're going on the website, figuring out who it is that you're looking for is always the first step.
Remu is one of our team leads, so some of y'all will be with Remu. And let's see, Rena and Julie, where are y'all? Rena's almost here. Okay, cool. So Julie, can you come over here?
So the public facing part of advocacy days, we have people sign up to come, but we also have people who are interested sign up as team leads, where they would, support and lead that group. We do a separate training for team leads on their role the week before. And then the day before, we offer the virtual training for everyone. And then when people get there, we have their team leads, we have their one-pagers, we try to provide a lot of guidance and support.
So advocacy means to me my rights to make choices and for freedom and to advocate for myself and for everyone else with disabilities.
I'm here to represent people, who need jobs out in the community. Meeting the different representatives is very important because you get to meet people and it's just fun coming. It's fun coming. It really is.
And you get to tell them what you want to have.
Yeah.
So they can make good decisions regarding you and other individuals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Legislators hear from a lot of professional advocates and lobbyists. And especially during the session, it's not as often that they get face-to-face with just citizens. And our community, we think, always does a great job turning up and having those conversations. I think they've just been fantastic. We've heard really great feedback from advocates. We've heard great feedback from legislators.
I'm really excited. I'm going to talk to them. I'm really, really good at advocating.
I think these advocacy days are important because number one, we need each other and we see that we're not alone in this. This doesn't just affect me, this affects a lot of other people. And so you find a lot of commonality there. And then it's also a time where senators and representatives can put faces to names. So they can say like, oh, these aren't just people on a list, these are actual people. And that really matters.
We can look at numbers, we can look at how many people are on the waiting list, we can look at the amount that it costs, but seeing and meeting and shaking the hand of someone who has impacted from these programs is an experience that will always be more powerful and more profound and more impactful than just seeing the numbers on the paper or reading the statistics.
It's one thing to get the facts, but to really have the stories and lived experience of people is what really gets the message across. It's not so much about memorizing facts and getting nervous about, oh, did I get the numbers correctly? It's just telling your story, and no one really needs preparation to talk about their own life.
For me, telling my own story is really important because it is self-advocacy. And I think everyone comes from a different background, and it's okay. Like in my scenario, I'm able to be in a job where I'm really passionate about what I do, but every scenario is different.
It's not as daunting or scary as you might think it is. Our state, our world is made up of many different individuals, and that's a multiplier effect. If I do what I can, someone else is inspired to do what they can, we build more strength in numbers.
You know, I know that for every young person who is down here having a conversation with me, they're speaking not just on behalf of themselves, but on behalf of those who have a hard time with that oral expression or with that verbal expression, but who still have so much to contribute to our communities.
Advocates, one of the biggest things that we can do in the state of Georgia is advocate for yourself, for your community, and for your home. We are at the Capitol right now, and you know, it is a big building with a gate and security, and you gotta wake up at the crack of dawn to get here. But y'all, this is your house. This is where all the laws are being made that are going to be affecting you in some way. And we need every advocate to come out and speak their voice. Advocacy!